All right, everyone. We are joined here by Jim Sebastian with the Humane Society of Summit County, and he brought a little friend for us that's looking for her forever home.
Yes, she is.
Introduce us.
Yes, this is Celeste. She is a 4 to 5 month old pit mix. We don't DNA test at the shelter, so it's just kind of, taking a look at her and taking a guess. But she's you can see she's already a lap dog.
Yeah, very friendly.
Yeah, she is. She's very sweet. Has a lot of energy because she's young. But she's very, very adoptable. What that means is she's great in a house with kids, especially if you have a high energy home, because she's got a lot of energy. And she's fantastic with other dogs. So if you have a resident dog, she'll be great, and she'll be a great match. And actually might not be a bad idea for her to go to a home with another dog, because she can be a little bit shyer in new places. And that dog will give her confidence. So she's great.
Okay, now how much do we know about her backstory?
We don't know a whole lot. She came into the shelter as a stray. She was just left abandoned and kind of out in the community on her own. And once she got into the shelter, we started to see her really thrive. So she's really sweet. She's kind of a shelter favorite. We have her out in the community quite a bit because she's so good with people.
I can tell.
Yeah, she really is. So it'll be one of the dogs when she goes home. We're always happy when they go, but there's always a little bit of, it's always a little bittersweet to see them go home.
Okay, very well. Now, what do you think a family could expect in that first couple of weeks with her?
Okay, it takes a little bit of adjustment. I always say, you probably won't see their true personality for about a month or so. Just imagine being taken out of the streets and into the shelter, and then from the shelter into a home, and each one of those takes a little bit of adjustment. But she's got a pretty good personality. She's really sweet, and she'll fit right in. It won't take a whole lot of time, but be patient with them. Sometimes they're going to recognize that a shoe is not a toy. Little things like that. So you just have to kind of come up with those boundaries and barriers, but it just takes a few days.
All right, now Jim, of course, you guys are a part of the Clear the Shelters campaign. Talk about the importance of that and how it's been going for you all.
Yeah, coming out of COVID, the whole dynamics of animal rescue kind of changed because we had so many people over COVID that were working for home. So the shelters really got depleted, which is a good thing. But now that we're beyond COVID, most of the homes now have animals in them. So we're starting to see a backlog of animals in the shelter. So it's important that we, the Clear the Shelters really comes into play this time of year so we can get some animals out. We're at capacity, and it's not just us. It's kind of emblematic of the entire industry right now. Okay, now Celeste, for anyone wanting to adopt her, what's the process, the cost, what do they need to know? Very simple, because it is Clear the Shelters, we're going to waive her adoption fee, and all adoption fees for all our animals this weekend. So if you come into the shelter. The other thing too is she's really ready to go home. She's been spayed, she's up to date on her shots, she's microchipped, and we'll give you your first bag of food. All you have to do is just call the shelter, summithumane.org. Our numbers are on social media. Just give us a phone call, make an appointment. If you happen to be driving by and you see the shelter, you want to stop in, just stop. We'll get you in no matter what. Yeah, and then you can meet her, and then it's off to the races from there. All right, Jim, thank you. Celeste? Say hi. Okay, thank you as well. Thanks for having us. It's always a pleasure.
All right, she wanted to eat the pickle that I'm about to run this teleprompter with. All right, and remember everyone that Clear the Shelters time is happening right now at WKYC Studios, and each week we are featuring a different local shelter. Our Clear the Shelters campaign runs through September 10th, and you can find a full list of all our participants online at wkyc.com.